Hi, everybody, and welcome to a long-awaited edition of Tarot Card Tuesday with, of course, the fabulous Leo Brown. And I am, of course, the fabulous Leo Brown. Okay, first of all, happy Tuesday. I know it has been a long, long while since I've done a Tarot Card Tuesday video. And today, we're going to do the number cards. We're going to start doing the number cards. I know the last card that I left off on was the Ace of Wands, I believe. So today we're going to start doing the number cards, and that is 2 through 10. So that's going to be with every suit. So that means cups, pentacles, wands, and swords. Okay, but we're going to do it different. We're going to use a different deck this time. I know the last deck that I used was the Mythic Tarot deck, which is a wonderful deck. Go out and get it. Awesome deck. Requested as a gift. Great deck to use. And I know that before that, I used the Tarot of the Cat People deck. Another great deck to use. Wonderful deck. Go out and get it. Awesome. So this time we're going to use the Lover's Path Tarot. And this is by Chris Walder. Here we go. That way you guys can see it. Wonderful deck. Let me give you a little backstory on this first. But I received this deck for the holidays. And when I received it, as a gift, I didn't really play with it. I didn't really attune to it at first. I was like, I want my candy. My white chocolate kisses, okay? And I said, okay, slowly but surely, as time went on, I started to study it and play with it and everything. And I'm like, okay, this is really good. So I have to tell you, this deck is awesome. This deck is a great deck to use. It deals a lot with love and relationships, but more so but not just love, but emotional healing, emotional growth, where you are emotionally. It's a great, great deck to use. Awesome deck. And the pictures are just gorgeous. And I did this as a stuff Leo like some time ago. But now that I've really been studying it, it's a great deck, and I figured this would be a perfect deck to use for the number cards. So, today's first number card is the 2 of Cups. That is today's first numbered card. Okay, so here we have the 2 of Cups. 2 usually represent duality. They represent union. They represent balance. Yin and yang, sun and moon, things like that. Now, so what happens if you get this card? Say you come to me and you get this card in a reading. And you get it in the upright aspect, the way I'm holding it now. So, say you get this card upright. It usually means, let's focus on love relationships first. So, it usually means that you finally found someone that you're compatible with. You finally have found that person who doesn't complete you, but they understand you. They get you crazy. They get that you have issues too, just like them. Also, when it comes to just you yourself, emotionally, it's more of a sense of completion. You feel balanced. You are in a quote-unquote good place with yourself. You love yourself finally. You've been through it and you're like, you know what? I really love me. I love all of this. That's really what it's about. Now, when it comes to physical health and when it comes to money, it could mean that now, when it comes to money, we'll go with that first. So now you're grateful for, you do what you love and you make a living for it. And you're so grateful and you're like, wow, finally the doors are opening up. Things are coming together. Things are balancing out. I can pay the bills and still buy myself a pair of shoes, honey. I can go and eat me a whole cheesecake and not worry about my car. Things like that. When it comes to your health, you're emotionally stable. Physically, you're stable. Because we have to remember, we're made up of water. We're all bodies of water. So you have to remember that. But, you're stable. You're in a good place with yourself. Not only internally, but, on the outside as well. You feel good. You have self-confidence. You love your body. You love your curves and your swerves. You know what I mean? And then to top it all off, you'd met a man or a woman that, oh my God, they love breaking their back in for you. Okay? So that's pretty much what it means if you get the 2 of Cups in the upright position. And I'll hold it so you guys can see it. If you get it in the upright position. So that's pretty much the, I would say, basic general meaning. Now, as I've said before in previous videos, do I have all the answers? No. If I had all the answers, I'd be very rich and very thin, and I would be the one. So, there we are. Just a minute. There we go. Okay, so here we go. Now, if you get the Two of Cups in reverse, and sorry about my phone, y'all. So if you get the Two of Cups in reverse, there we go. There we go. So you guys can see it. There we go. If you get it in reverse, of course, it means the exact opposite. It means that, like, when it comes to love relationships, for instance, you love the person you're with, but you're not in love with them anymore. Emotionally, you're not compatible. You realize that now. It's become emotionally unhealthy. It's become draining. I'm trying to think of another thing. When it comes to love relationships, the passion is gone. The sex isn't as good. There's no unity anymore. There's no balance in your relationship. Now, when it comes to your health, it could mean that emotionally, you maybe need to see somebody. You may need to get your head shrunk, honey. You might be crazy or stuck on stupid, baby, and not even know it. Or you're too emotionally attached or detached to someone that doesn't care for you, or you don't care for yourself. You don't love yourself. You're not being confident in who you are. You're becoming emotionally insecure, things like that. Now, when it comes to money, it could mean that you're taking it for granted, that you're being greedy, that you're not thinking about, what, I do what I love and I make great money for it or from it, and I don't care. I just care about the money. I don't care about the people that come to see me or, reach out to me or whatever. It's all about the monetary gain. So it could mean that as well. Now, when it comes to your physical health, it not only talks about emotional, but it could talk about you being unrealistic. You know that you're running yourself into the ground health-wise, but you don't care. You're all about you. You're being selfish and self-centered, things like that. So that's pretty much what it means if you get this card on the reverse end of the spectrum. The Two of Cups is actually one of my favorite. All the cards are my favorite, really, but the Two of Cups I love because it really is about emotional introspection, emotional work. And, oftentimes I often hear, well, Leo, I want a man. I want to get me a man. Where my man at? Da, da, da. And the first thing I think of is, are you ready for that man? Are you healthy? Are you in a place where that man can, or woman, or both, because, hey, I am team free. Anywho, can sweep you off your feet. Are you ready for that? You know what I mean? Sometimes we are not ready for that. And we convince ourselves that, if I meet someone, it'll be great. And it's like, actually, no. Most of the time, if you're already, and dare I say, fucked up, you're going to meet someone who's just as fucked up as you. And all they're going to do is magnify the issues that you have. Okay? So you have to look at it that way because, like I said, this is a common question. I get this all the time. And even when it comes to, career and money and finances, how can I put it? We put so much emphasis and emotion into it. Oh my God, if I don't pay the bills and this and that. I'm not saying don't worry about your money, but it's like don't attach yourself to things like that or detach yourself. Don't let go of your responsibilities. And that's what the Two of Cups really is all about. Do the inner work first. Do the work, as the Young Levant's mom would say, and then move forward. Learn to trust yourself, trust your instincts. Unify with yourself. Because we all have different selves. Trust me, I know I do. So, that, my friends, despite the phone interruption, was the Two of Cups. I am, of course, the fabulous Leo Brown, and I'll be back next week with the Three of Cups, okay? So, until next time, I will talk with you guys later. I love you, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.